Now that she's back in the atmosphere, drives a Jupiter in her head. Oh, don't mind me. Hi. Wait, don't I know you? Didn't I ask you like last week to guess my sun, moon, and rising signs? That was you? Oh my god. Wow, oh my god. Don't worry, if you don't know what a sun, a moon, or a rising sign is, I got you. Don't panic. I will be explaining those in just a few minutes. And I will also be covering a few other astrological concepts before revealing my placements. Man, it is a good day to be alive. I will also be spilling the tea on why I believe the tropical zodiac, aka the zodiac that we are all accustomed to, is inaccurate. I said what I said. I don't know her. 2 things before we get started. Number 1, I am in no way a formal expert. I study at the universities of Google, Reddit, Cafe Astrology, and AstroSeek. I do know what I'm talking about. However, if there are any corrections you want to make or any insight you want to add, I am so open for that because I am always thirsty for astrology knowledge. Always. Forgive me, I had to do a little touch-up. Number 2, I use astrology as a tool of observation and not determination. I simply notice the patterns of the astrological makeup of the people that I'm drawn to, the people I avoid, the situations I'm drawn to and avoid. I do not seek those people and situations out or avoid those people and situations based on their astrological makeup. I think that's really silly to do, in my opinion. I also use astrology as entertainment. I think it is so much fun. I find human behavior extremely fascinating. I find the human psyche fascinating. And I think the elements and aspects of astrology act as little pieces to this human puzzle. I think it offers really great insight into why people do the things that they do and why people are the way that they are. Now that all of that has been said, let's get into it. Hold up. So let's do a quick rundown of the signs. You got your fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. Earth signs, Virgo, Taurus, and Capricorn. Air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, and water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay, take it away, Bree. I don't know if you know this, but astrology is not limited to just your sun sign. You are much more complex than that, honey. The first piece of your puzzle is your rising sign or ascendant. It is the mask you present to the world. Say you're going to a party. It's so good to see you. Thanks for having me. Where do I put the snacks? It's your greeting, it's your first impression. It is also how you are most likely to be perceived. Now, our sun sign, the one we are all most familiar with, is our general personality. It's our disposition, the things we're drawn to, the things we like, our ego, the way we move through this life, the way we grab that tortilla chip at the party. Now, what if the household pet crashes the party? You have a cat. Our emotional responses are dictated by whatever sign is in our moon placement. Lady Luna has a hold on us and our emotions. This is me giving her a hug. Hi, girl. Just as the ocean tides ebb and flow under the moon's spell, our bodies made of 60% H2O do the same. Fascinating. Whether you believe in astrology or not, that is one cool idea to explore. Moving on. Our Mercury placement dictates how we think and how we communicate. Venus is the love placement. It is said that the Venus placement in a man's chart dictates the traits that he finds attractive in a woman or a man or a non-binary individual, and the Venus placement in a woman's chart dictates how she loves and how she expresses her affection. The Mars placement, however, dictates what a woman finds attractive in a man or another woman or another non-binary individual. Say that 10 times fast. But overall, the Mars placement in anyone's chart rules our aggression and it rules our primal intimacy, if you catch my drift. Can I say the S word on YouTube? I'm scared, help me. It also manifests in the way we approach different tasks in our life. These placements I've mentioned and more are given more context given how they're aspected within their respective houses. I think there are about 10 houses, 12 houses. I know nothing about the houses. That is one area that I am so ignorant in. I want to learn more, but it's kind of like math to me, so we're gonna hold off on that. Let's stick to what the girl knows. Now, it's tea time. Tropical astrology, aka Western astrology, is based on the seasons of the year. Sidereal astrology, aka Eastern astrology, is based on the fixed constellations in the sky. I don't know about you, But in my corner of the world, I just experienced a spring and a fall at the same time, and it's just getting to the point of feeling like winter. I will happily place my bets on the stars and planets that have a reputation for being consistent. They have not moved. They have not changed. That may not be a valid point, but what is next is valid AF. Me! I am the valid point. Let's take my natal chart, for example. Hold on. Let me secure the crown. Man, I'm so excited. I have to drag this moment out as long as possible. Don't you dare fast forward. Miko's here. Hi, everyone. Miko came just in time when it was time to drag things out. He's a great assistant. I, Bray Thomas, am a proud baby born in the month of March. In tropical astrology, I'm born on the cusp of Pisces and Aries, the dreamer and the doer, which makes perfect sense on paper at a first glance. Let's dig deeper. Tropical astrology places my rising sign in the sign of Cancer, which means that my greeting, my mask, my first impression at the party would be shy, demure, skittish at worst, and cautious. Now, do that even make sense? I'm gonna just let y'all decide for yourselves whether y'all think that's accurate or not. By contrast, Sidereal astrology places my rising sign in the sign of Gemini. A lot of y'all are happy right now, I know it. It also places my sun sign smack dab in the middle of Pisces season. We will talk about how these placements interact a little bit later. My Sidereal Mars placement is in Gemini as well, and let me tell you, when I discovered this, I realized that every single man that I've been instinctively drawn to, every man that I've had profound connections, attachments, attractions, all three simultaneously together with, have been born in late June through mid-July. This would make them tropical Cancers and Sidereal Geminis. What sealed the Sidereal deal for me was realizing that I was attracted to these men based on their wit, their humor, their childlike playfulness. Ugh, I swoon. But those are not the traits of a typical Cancer man. Sure, you can be a Cancer with humor and wit and all that, but they are not the staple, stereotypical traits of that sign. Nor are they the traits that a Cancer Mars woman would be attracted to in a man. My Mars in tropical is Cancer. That don't make no sense. Now, let's get into why my life is a dumpster fire. Another reason why I firmly believe that sidereal astrology is far superior than tropical is the way my sidereal chart beautifully illustrates the consistent duality, existential dread, creative, quirky, emotional turbulence that is me. My moon sign, Pisces, Mercury in Aquarius, Venus, Pisces. Add all of that in with my Pisces sun, Gemini Mars, Gemini rising, and you get a chart completely split between water and air. Why, God? What's your plan? If you know the gravity of what that means, pray for me. I've got like 1 or 2 Virgo placements and random planets, and I'm pretty sure that's the only thing holding me together. You may ask, what's so traumatic about having water and air predominantly in your chart? Let's think about this in elements. Obviously, elements of the same kind will work well together. Fire with fire, water with water, earth with earth, air with air. Earth and water is a pleasant mix. Scorched earth can be nourished by some water. Water can be contained by earth, and together they can help things grow. Fire and air could be totally fun. Air feeds fire's flames. It's a very exciting, spontaneous pair. Fire and water could be very steamy in the right circumstances. In fact, my entire tropical chart is split between fire and water. That's how I know it's inaccurate. Water and air. What the heck do they have in common? How do they relate to one another? I'll wait. Having these two as dominant elements in my chart causes so much internal conflict. I'm able to communicate to and with people with ease and enthusiasm while simultaneously wanting to be home in my little safe haven, doing things that I enjoy, not seeing a person ever again. That's just one example. Don't get me wrong, I adore each element that's in my chart. They all aid me in very beautiful ways. It's just rough when they have to cooperate together in the same human. Like I'm feeling the weight of every opposite reaction at the same time. If you can relate to that, please let me know. But after you check out your sidereal chart, which you can find in the link that I left in the description box at Cafe Astrology. Not sponsored. I mean, like, what the heck? I don't even think that's possible to be sponsored by a website. But they are great. The write-ups and descriptions of each aspect, man. I cried when I first read mine. Like literally sobbed. I have never felt so seen in my entire life. I will preach about this till the day I die. Please get into your chart. A lot of people are out here thinking they're one sign when they're really another, and it's just messing everything up. All of your beautiful guesses on my last video had me, oh my god, y'all, I wish you could have seen me in my room responding to each one. I was so excited. And each comment speaks to the power of Sidereal astrology, because nearly every single one of you picked up on my air energy. I channel a lot of my air when I'm doing vlogs like this. You all are catching the manifestation of my air qualities. Except for my Aquarius Mercury. Trust me, if I channeled that, I would get kicked off this platform before I got started. What? Shout out to every single one of you that left a comment. Hopefully I can figure out a way to get them all on the screen. We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. I had so much fun. I'm glad y'all played with me. This was awesome. I hope you found this informative. I hope you found it fun. And I hope it convinced you to come to the light. Check out your charts. It's awesome. But I had a lot of fun recording this one. It was a doozy. I'm hoping it all comes together well once I edit. Oh my god. But over and out, y'all. Pisces Queen. Over and out.